as dives go, this place ain't bad.
So, you're with the trade authority, right?
I'm new in town. You look like you just got here too,
I
right?
need something delivered.
What's your name, stranger?
Place tricky.
Might buy you a drink.
My friend, I specialize in tricky. But this is not...
Fahim, huh?
Do you,
Came in on that ship to markup? I bet you didn't know it,
Yeah,
but I'm a tracker,
yeah.
and I'm here for your
see me
bounty.
later at my residence.
Two ways this can go.
I'll see what we can do to help.
You know the drill.
And how you'll pay for it.
Looks like a place that doesn't mind some color. Or you can surrender. I trank you up, deliver you, they kill you. Nobody ever picks that option. Yeah, they never see me coming. But something don't sit right with me. Not sure what. Huh? What? Whatever's going on with you, I don't want to be...
Enough games!
Sorry, nothing personal.
Yes.
Destroy them!
Someone needs to do something! Someone!
Show's over. Tracker brought this on himself. Everyone, settle down. Let's get back to drinking.
You made it. Those outlaws didn't give you too much trouble, I trust? Good. I'm sure it didn't hurt that I softened them up for you. You've got good timing. A courier just came in from Aquila. The Marshal sends his regards along with a briefing on your case. I was surprised as hell to learn about the starship theft. Nobody said a word to me about it. Anyway, Mr. Hope can see us whenever you're ready. If you need to take a little time first, feel free. Sure, I'll be right here when you want to head up.
I have never liked Hope Tech ships, though I suppose that is hardly the point of them.
Ron Hope's a damn hero in my book.
As long as you keep the peace, you're good in my book. Are you sure? I changed your order one time.
Even when I see it with my own eyes, it is hard to believe.
You walk the factory floor? It's impressive stuff.
How's it going? You ready to head upstairs? His office is upstairs. He's in a meeting, but it should be wrapping up. Come on. I'm guessing the Marshal already told you this, but I'll say it anyway. Ron Hope isn't just the founder and president of Hope Tech. He's on the Council of Governors. The Council oversees the Freestar Rangers, so don't rile him up. I've spent a long time trying to build a good relationship with Hope. He comes on a little strong, but there's a lot to admire about the man. Everything you see around you, he built.
Off-roader, right?
Pretty much everyone in
Stay
this
safe.
town owes him for their livelihood. Can't begin to imagine the kind of pressure that must put on someone. All I'm saying is, try to show a little respect. All the way up. Is it just me, or does every executive in the settled systems have an office on the top floor? I guess being above everyone makes them feel like they're, well, above everyone.
Contract
Almost
with
done with my
scavengers,
shift.
maybe, but that's a decision that's got to be made upstairs.
Well, talk to Elaine about the scavengers. It's not a bad idea, provided we get a good deal. And I don't mean a fair deal. I mean a good deal. Remember, it's not just our bottom line that matters. We're also responsible for welfare of everyone in the factory. We look out for our budget. It's a point of great personal pride.
Excuse me, Mr. Hope?
Well now, the Freestar Rangers. At last!
The application list is a parsec
damn,
long.
good to see you.
I've been trying to get my brother a job here. He's got a
I think
degree
we're
in
done here,
Starship
Bridget.
Engineering. Didn't even score
Yes,
an
sir.
interview.
This is the deputy I told you about.
Really?
Splendid.
Hope Tech's the
Splendid.
best damn job in the
It's a noble calling, being a Freestar Ranger. We certainly could use more of you. Let's get down to it, shall we? Time is money. I'm sure I don't have to tell you what an outrage it is to have a ship stolen right out of the factory. Justice must be done, and the sooner the better. That's the spirit. I want the thief found and prosecuted to the full extent of the law. I'm sure I don't need to remind you of my position on the Council of Governors. You'd better learn some respect, Deputy. One dispatch to Aquila City, and I can end your brief career in the Freestar Rangers.
Good. Assert yourself now so he knows you cannot be pushed around.
Now, tell me that you've at least got a lead of some kind. Well, I can't say I'm surprised. Sadly, there's no lack of mercenaries in the settled systems. I suppose the chance to cut costs by stealing a ship was too good to pass up. Well, I'm not sure I can be much help, but I'll answer whatever questions I can. What? Nonsense! We vet our people thoroughly here. Hope Tech holds its employees to the very highest standards. Nevertheless, I suppose I could have Cosette conduct a thorough personnel review. Rest assured, if we turn up any evidence that one of our people was an accomplice, I'll let you know. Because I told them not to. If word got out, it would do irreparable harm to our image. I'm in fierce competition with other starship manufacturers. Any sign of weakness could be fatal. What's more, every starship thief in the settled systems would likely flock to Hopetown and start planning the next heist. No, nothing at all. It was just a standard HopeTech cargo hauler. Not that it didn't have great value, mind you. HopeTech builds some of the most durable and reliable starships in the settled systems. Now, you can bet my ships last twice as long as anything Stroud Eklund makes. We questioned everyone who was in the building when it happened, and not one person seems to have seen anything at all. Frankly, I think that's both highly unlikely and more than a little suspicious. However, I can't deny there are times when the hangar is empty, so it's not inconceivable the thief could have slipped in unseen. Very well. I need you to understand something, Deputy. This town is home to men, women, and children who depend on HopeTech for a living. I provide jobs that put food on their tables and a roof over their heads. It's a responsibility that I take very seriously. If word gets out about the stolen ship, my investors will lose trust, and my workers will pay the price. I can't allow that.
If more people know about the theft, your chances of learning something useful will improve. Someone might have seen the thief and could identify them.
I considered that, but in the end, I deemed it too great a risk. I've chosen to place my faith in the Freestar Rangers instead. A ranger's first duty is to protect the people of the Freestar Collective. If your carelessness costs my workers their livelihoods, then you've utterly failed in that duty. I hope you understand that, Deputy.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Mr. Hope, but there's been a development.
Not now, Cosette. I'm in the middle of something.
But sir, we have new information. I've just received a report that the stolen ship was seen landing at Neon just after the theft.
A breakthrough at last. Well, Deputy, it sounds like you'll be heading to Neon, which means I can get back to work. Remember what we discussed. My people are depending on you.
Hey, can I get a word? Okay, let's talk about next steps. That wasn't as helpful as it could have been. Still, at least you know where to pick up the trail. Yeah, me too. So, guess you're headed for Neon. There's a ranger stationed there. Name's Jalen Price. He's a little different than the rest of us. But Neon's a different kind of place. He should be able to help you out. Well, we've both got work to do. It was good to meet you, Deputy. Thanks again for helping me out up there.
This is Nwankwo. We just got word the fertilizer shipment was received.
Yeah, the question of who helped the starship thief is still an open one. Don't you worry. I'll keep an ear to the ground. You be careful in Neon.
as we're doing here, it's transformative. That's...
I don't want...
Enjoy your visit to Hope Tech.
Folks from all over the Freestar Collective come here looking for work.
Inaya handles sales. You only see us if you hit a snag with credit approvals, or if you need a
I hope you're
non-standard
having a great visit to Hope Tech.
Ron Hope knows his stuff.
Oh, hello. Someone worth paying attention to. We could save valuable weight if we got rid of the pilot seat. Maybe an ottoman? Oh, it's marvelous. Generally, they only care about efficiency, cost-effectiveness, and reliability. Oh, sure, there are the odd complaints about comfort and lack of decent airflow, but they almost always side with the numbers. Well, all of them. I've been with Mr. Hope since near the beginning. I think he appreciates my attention to detail and my focus on the fundamentals. Although he has been hinting that the R&D budget may dry up if I don't produce results. Yes, I have important work.
Our motto is, their trucks, inns, how can I direct you? Have a nice day.
Keep an eye on
Can
your
I help you?
valuables. If you
Welcome to
can't
Hope Tech
protect your own,
Sales.
You don't belong.
Give me your invoice. You got the financing set up already? Oh, a potential customer, huh? Well, what you need to know about our ships is they're from stern to bow, built for reliability. Other star yards might got glitz or some weird crazy lines. With Hope Tech, you get people that care about you making that 300th freight run safely and on time. When it gets tough, Pretty won't keep you alive. I'm just saying. So what are you in the market for? Let me show you our inventory.
Any news to share?
Hello, Captain. All systems looking good, boss.
I found your stash of emergency chocolate. Don't worry, it's safe with me. Liftoff vector plotted.
Look who it is. Ready for another adventure? Good to see you. What's up? Catch you later, Captain.
Nice day, isn't it?
Glad to be part of the team.
Captain, need something? All right.
Hi, Captain. Good to see you.
Hey, what's up? Let's catch up soon.
Always a pleasure, Captain.
You've got my full attention, as always. Will do.
Yes, my captain?
This place represents all the worst impulses of humanity.
Captain George, hello. I am satisfied to see that you survived your most recent sleep cycle.
Do I need to grab my medkit or are we just talking? Captain?
Hey, I don't care who you work for. You can't just... Oh, you're the rookie, aren't you? The one and only. Well, the Marshal's message said you were following a lead about a stolen ship. Truth is, a lot of stolen goods flow through here, but this city is real good at keeping its secrets, even from us. You can count on my help if you play by the rules. This isn't Aquila City. The badge doesn't carry the same weight here. The people who run this place aren't overly concerned about the law. Our job is to keep the peace and make sure the violence doesn't get out of hand. The last thing anyone around here wants is some hotshot deputy looking in every dark corner.
You should take his words to heart.
I pick my battles, and I pick them carefully. Our first duty is to protect the people of the Free Star Collective. But sometimes you have to choose which people to protect, because not everyone is innocent. Rookies.
With an attitude like that, at least I know we will not be bored.
Your stolen ship would have had to land at the spaceport. If it was right off the factory floor, it would have stood out. There's a guy I know, Billy Clayton, does maintenance work around the city and keeps an eye on ship traffic for me. I'll introduce you, but don't expect a favor. Even if it doesn't cost credits, nothing in Neon is free. Come on.
Hey there. Every time you show up, things seem to get a little better. Captain, as charming as ever.
That was pretty impressive how you volunteered to help out.
For you? Oh, I'd give the whole galaxy if I could.
All the reports. You learn quickly that in Neon, staying informed and staying alive are closely linked. What stood out to me was that you didn't lose a single hostage. No wonder the Marshal tried to recruit you right away. If he hadn't, it would have made him look like a fool, having some random stranger step in and do the job he couldn't. Now, if someone tried to hold up a bank here, they'd be gunned down without a moment's hesitation. Hostages or not. There are two things you don't do in Neon. One, you don't mess with Bayou's money, and two, you don't take Aurora off-world. I need to impress that upon you, because the fact that you think justice is absolute concerns me, Deputy. It's never that simple. Justice can mean different things to different people, and laws can be interpreted and debated. A ranger relies on judgment and intuition to do what's best for the people.
Captain, as charming as ever.
Days are too short. Life is too long.
Sounds like a bad idea.
Hey, Billy, you got a second?
Do you need my help with something?
Oh, it's you. You gave me a good scare. I thought you were one of Goodman's people.
Website's changed.
Far from it. Our new deputy here is working a case, and I thought you might be able to help. Take it away, rookie.
Here to check in.
What do you need?
Or did you forget how to stay healthy again?
A stolen Hope Tech ship, huh? Well, here's the thing. Neon's got no end of shipjackers. I see them come and go every day. It's tough for a guy to remember one from the other. You know what I mean?
Everything in Neon has a price.
Whoa, 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 relax. No need to get rough here. Truth is, I'm scared enough as it is.
Seems your approach worked.
I can help you, but right now my life is in danger, and I haven't even done anything wrong. Free Star Rangers are supposed to protect the innocent, right? Please, I'm begging you. Just hear me out. I've got nowhere else to turn, and I'm running out of time. It's about my brother. He died while still in debt to a syndicate loan shark by the name of Emmett Goodman. Now, Goodman's coming after me to collect. He says if I don't pay up, I'm a dead man.
An all too familiar story in this city.
Yeah, but I never thought I'd be part of one of those stories. Did my best to stay out of trouble, but found me anyway. From where I'm standing, seems like our problems are intertwined like a couple of fuel lines in a thruster assembly. You're starting to make a lot of sense. You don't scare me. I'm starting to think you're right. Okay. Had to try, right? The woman you're looking for is named Grace Early. Stealing ships is her line of work. She usually comes here to sell the goods. Rumor has it she just finished a job for some mercenary outfit. And she's been throwing money around, so must have paid well.
I know her. When she isn't out on a job, she's a regular at Madame Sauvage's. That's on the upper platform. I'll back you up.
Well, what about me? You just gonna leave me twisting in the wind here?
If I were you, I'd get the hell out of Neon and start over somewhere else.
If you have the time, I wish to speak to you.
You know, you've got a knack for making people feel important.
I have been thinking about what we talked about before. The idea of purpose in one's life. You agreed with me that true purpose can be a driving force in life. I found that comforting, but something has been nagging at me since. I have been single-minded in my pursuits. I have always believed the decisions I made were necessary, that there was no other option. I have sacrificed much to be where I am now. And I'm starting to wonder if it has been worth it. I know. I have told you that I am not one to discuss my past. And yet, perhaps now is a good time to start then. I promised to provide for my family. That meant working with smugglers to procure supplies we could not acquire any other way. I have spent my adult life away from my home, jumping from one planet to the next, living in dangerous conditions, often surrounded by violence. We were taught from a very young age that family always comes first, and no price is too great to pay to ensure its survival. I was convinced from the beginning that it was unwise to let anyone get too close. I had, maybe not quite friends, but people I cared about. Yet there was always a distance I could not reach across. I often find other people complicated and confusing. It seemed easier to not become attached, especially when circumstances meant I might never see them again, with no warning. Until now, I have disagreed strongly with that idea, but therein lies my concern. What I am trying to say is that I now wonder whether it has been the right decision to distance myself from others. I appreciate that more than you know.
So, is this visit business, or are you here to sweep me off my feet?
Sauvages. Nice. The Astral Lounge got you down. You're in the right place, baby. Everyone knows this is Neon's premier social club. So
thanks for stopping to chat.
Enjoy some unique company and toss back one of our exclusive velocity cocktails.
my full attention, as always. So, is this visit business, or are you here to sweep me off my feet?
Oh, great. A Freestar Ranger and his... What are you? A sidekick or something? Well, I'm sure your mom is real proud. So how come I'm talking to the sidekick instead of the Ranger?
This is the deputy's case.
Is that so? And you had to bring backup just for little old me? I'm flattered. Anyway, this ain't my first interrogation, so let's just get on with it. Wow. Good for you. If that was supposed to impress me, it didn't. I'm guessing this is the part where you tell me that you've got questions and that you expect me to answer them. That sound about right?
My job is to keep track of all the latest trends. Hopping from bar to bar is research.
Really? How do I apply for that job?
Well, if you're gonna dress like that.
Fine, yes. I jacked the ship. But look, I was just a contractor. I didn't even keep the ship. I gave it to some men. It was just a quick, clean job. I made sure nobody got hurt. Hey, all I did was provide them with transportation. They didn't say anything about where they were going or why. Look, I wouldn't have got involved if I thought anyone would be hurt. I've got no love for violence.
Not asking questions is just as bad as giving consent. If that woman had been killed, you'd be an accessory to murder. Did you think about that?
No, I guess I didn't. Okay, relax. You've made your point. I was approached by a woman named Maya Cruz. Said she was a senior member of the First and that she had a job for me. She was working with someone inside Hope Tech and pitched me on the idea of jacking a ship right out of the factory. We were deep into planning the job when she had some kind of medical emergency. She said she needed surgery and would be in recovery for a long time. That was a few weeks ago. Haven't heard from her since. Not long after that, I got a message from a guy named Marco. He said he was the money man for the First, and he offered half up front. Never met him directly, though. It was always through intermediaries and using encrypted slates. Got the feeling he was paranoid as hell.
Do you have one of those encrypted slates on you right now?
Yeah. Here. Take it. I'm done with all this. Anything else you want to know? Nothing, really. I was told when and where to meet them. They paid me what I was owed, and that was it. No. Nothing at all. Left me feeling a little disappointed, given how well they paid me. Not so much as a hint. I'll tell you. He's as cagey a fixer as I've ever met.
Bankrolling the First must take a lot of money. I'm sure he's got all kinds of side hustles going on.
Works for me.
Next time you're at the Rock, you should give that encrypted slate to Ranger Alex Shadid. He's got a gift for cryptography. If anyone could crack that slate, it'll be him. I'm gonna head back. Good luck, Deputy.
Then I'm free to go. Hey, you don't need to tell me twice.
Well, if it isn't my favorite captain.
Pretty soon I'm gonna have to live in a crate. Madame Sauvage always gives me helpful advice. Her drinks aren't too bad either. Let me know if you hear of any openings.
Pardon?
Do you have room for one more on your crew? Trust me, you'd be getting a bargain. Great, I'm ready to go. I'll get underway.
There's got to be a megacorp that'll hire someone like me. I'm looking for work. You hiring? No more than the average crew person salary. Great. I'm ready to go. Be there soon.
We love a jam, haven't you? Can I get you something? All you have to do is ask.
Captain, as charming as ever.
We got a lot of bars in the city, all class joints.
These Rangers are some hard-blooded folk. They ain't afraid of anything.
Not everyone gets to say they work at the Rock.
Look who it is. Hey, I wondered when you might come by. I'm Alex. Nia's report said you were heading for Neon? I've always wanted to go there. What did you think? Okay. The new deputy's all business. You ain't going to make Ranger tomorrow or something? Just a little joke there. Anyway, moving right along. So how'd it go? Turn up anything useful? Ease up on the throttle there, Deputy. You don't get to give me orders. But yes, I'll help you. See, cryptography's not just a hobby for me, it's kind of an obsession. Some people unwind by taking a vacation, others go out to a bar with friends. Me, I crack codes. Now, if you get any more of these, bring them to me. It helps if I can compare different instances of the encryption they're using. Just look for me up here. I have no life, so I'm not usually hard to find. Oh, I will. I guarantee it.
Might be hard work, but it sure beats living under the boot.
Let's talk for a minute. Welcome back. Any luck finding out who stole that ship from Hope Tech? Grace Early? Yeah, I've heard the name once or twice. Sounds like you're making real progress. That ain't for you to decide. I want you focused on the job at hand, not on a promotion.
I would have given you the promotion.
What did you learn from the starship thief? Well done, Deputy. Sounds like you've got a couple of new leads to follow up on. I have a guess who Marco might be. I served with Maya Cruz. She's a technical genius and an expert hacker. I can give you some background if you want it, or we can go straight to planning your next move. Like what? Around the time he got out of jail, we started hearing Marco's name in circulation. Word is he's heading up a smuggling racket. Based on what you've learned, I'd presume he's funneling his ill-gotten gains to the First. Ranger Autumn McMillan is out at Red Mile right now looking into the smuggling operation. I suggest you pool your resources. Just remember, that's outside Freestar Collective space, so we've got no jurisdiction there. Most likely place would be the clinic. It's in Freestar Collective space and provides the best medical services credits can buy. They also guarantee privacy, so it's an ideal place for someone trying to keep a low profile. Ranger Ben Armistead is posted there. I'll send him an update on the situation. Your priority is to gather more intel about the First. What are they planning? Who are they working for? Where are they headquartered? Just remember that your targets were locked up because they were loyal to their unit. They think the Freestar Collective betrayed them. In other words, you ain't gonna get a warm welcome, so be careful. Good hunting, Deputy.
We're go for descent.
Did you need something?
I'm on duty, so get the hell out of my face.
This is all a bit more legal now, I suppose, but hardly more civilized. It may take a bit of time to acclimate to the higher gravity here. We should proceed carefully.
Bullshit. You didn't think we'd notice that you tried to slip away without paying your check?
I was just going out for some fresh air. I even told the bartender. You can ask her yourself.
Fresh air, huh? On a planet with no atmosphere.
That's enough, Stalker. Lower your weapon. We don't shoot guests over a misunderstanding. Sir, please return to your table. It's bad practice to leave our establishment without paying your bill first. If you need some fresh air, pay up, go outside, and come back in and start a new check when you're ready.
I'm sorry, but I didn't think it would be a problem.
You were wrong. Dead wrong.
That's enough. I think the gentleman understands. Now let's all go back inside, shall we? And Stalker, you and I are going to talk about this later.
I can't wait. I'm in charge of security here, so I'm the last person you want to piss off. Hey, watch out! You cause trouble, and I will not hesitate to end you in any number of ways I see fit. This ain't the United Colonies, Cupcake. Here, you listen to me. I lead the security force. Because we have to deal with the dregs of society, like you. Because May lets us handle things our way. Best way to keep people in line is through fear. After you see your first head split open on the bar floor, you're gonna think twice about skipping out on your tab. Maybe you don't start that fight over your lost bet. You get it now? Call it whatever you want. We're ecliptic mercenaries, so I'd think twice about pissing us off, or else you may find yourself with nowhere to hide. What do you think, moron? Money. May pays us well to keep the assholes out. I make sure my people pretty much get the run of the place. Free booze, free entertainment, you name it. And if anyone's got a problem with it, well, we've got ways of making people disappear. Now go on, get.
I'm looking to join a crew. Any openings?
Just speak to me.
Hey, it's your loss.
I'm looking to join a crew. Any openings? I think you'll agree my rate is fair. Where do you want me? Be there soon.
Hi. I'm looking for work. You hiring? I'm only looking to earn the going rate. What's my assignment? I'll get underway.
Wait a minute. Judging by the wide-eyed and clueless look on your face, I'm guessing you're the new deputy. My problem is that I don't want to be saddled with a rookie deputy. That is who you are, right? The Marshal's report didn't mention you had hearing problems. Are you, or are you not, the new deputy? Wonderful. Well, your timing couldn't be worse. I've spent weeks trying to crack this smuggling ring, and I'm about to take a very important meeting.
This is a wonderful beginning to an assignment.
At least you've got a little backbone. I don't have time to catch you up, so you're gonna have to follow my lead. I'm about to meet with a contact who might be able to give me vital information about the smuggling ring. If you play your cards right and don't do anything stupid, she might be able to help you find Marco. If you're ready, my contact is here and waiting. Follow me.
Please, enjoy your time here.
That's really simple out there on the Red Mile. Just don't die. Always worked for me.
I think that might be Donovan Reese.
Yeah.
I dislike him intensely.
Take a seat.
So you're working with Autumn, huh?
What's this I hear about you giving
Who are you?
crew a hard time, Reese? Since you quit running, I assumed you were over that.
Wait, Autumn has friends?
Like hell. The deputy here is interested in meeting Marco to talk about that mercenary company he's been funding. Since part of that money is coming from his smuggling operation, we're working together.
So you're investigating the first? Why?
Oh, and you can drop that whole intimidation thing you're trying. I've been face to face with death more times than you and all your insecure gun-toting.
Seems like a strange thing for a mercenary company to be doing.
I guess an introduction is in order. Like Marco, Jade here is the head of a small smuggling cartel. Difference is her crew stays out of Freestar Collective space, while Marco's group operates exclusively within it.
Except now he's looking to expand his operation. And he started moving in on my territory.
You'd rather go back to the days when this place was raided and plundered on...
Well, thanks for the economics lesson, but I think I know my trade. Look, the bad news is, Marco's incredibly paranoid. He never stays in one place for long. The good news is, I know how to find him.
But you're not going to tell us yet because you want something.
I want the same thing you do. I want Marco out of the picture. But like I said, getting a meeting with him can be damn near impossible. One of the few people who can arrange such a meeting is right here at Red Mile.
May Divine. We've suspected for some time that Red Mile was a meeting place for smugglers. If she's in business with Marco, she won't give him up easily.
It's a good thing you're so funny, Reese.
Yeah, well, so can she. I can tell you right now what she's gonna want, because it's the same thing she always wants. She wants runners. It's how she makes most of her money. Of course, people that hard-blooded aren't easy to find.
Yeah, well, I'm not going out on the mile. That's a death sentence. There has to be another way.
You've been a ranger long enough that too many people know your face and your name. Runners attract a lot of attention. If someone recognizes you and tips off May, this whole thing is shot. You, on the other hand, are just a deputy. It's pretty unlikely that a lot of people know you.
You don't have to do this. We'll find another way to get to Marco. I hope that's not false bravado, Deputy, because this is life and death we're talking about.
You have played your hand well, Jade. Using the Rangers to eliminate a rival. Very clever.
From where I'm sitting, we're using each other.
If it's really as simple as asking May Divine for a meeting with Marco, then I guess that's all you need to do. We'll wait here for you. Try not to die. Will you?
You're really going to take on the mile, huh? I doubt anything scares you.
I keep thinking I should run the course someday, but after seeing some of the deaths firsthand, maybe not.
Here to bask in my glory.
Nothing quite like the excitement of a run.
Things people will do to try and make money.
Excuse me. Any vacancies on your crew? No more than the average crew person's salary.
Is something bothering you, Seki?
Well, there's something that's been troubling me.
Excellent. Where to? No problem.
Captain. It can get rowdy in here sometimes, but we try to keep things simple.
I'm looking to join a crew. Any openings? I'm only looking to earn the going rate. Great. I'm ready to go.
Give them enough money.
Heading there now.
All are welcome at the Red Mile. We don't ask too many questions. That is true. But Mr. Graziani values his privacy. What is your business with him, exactly? It's quite a leap of faith that you're asking me to take. I have no particular love for Marco, but he is a business associate. So I must protect my reputation. Fortunately for you, I'm in a generous mood. It's been too long since we've had proper entertainment. If you're willing to provide it, I'll give you Marco. Are you prepared to run the Red Mile? Good. That means you've prepared yourself for what lies ahead. Once you've begun, I'll collect bets from my patrons who will place wagers on your survival. That's what every runner says.
You definitely have at least 50-50 chance.
Now that we're clear on what's expected of you, are you ready to begin? Good. Come with me and I'll introduce you.
Another corpse on the mile. Or maybe not. Guess we'll see.
Get out of my face before I put a bullet in your head.
Thinking of running sometime? Talk to May, and she'll fill you in.
Your attention, please! Valued patrons and honored guests! For one brave soul, the hour of fate. Yes! A runner has come to test the Red Mile! Now is your chance to get a good look at our fearless challenger as you contemplate your wagers. Do you see the fire in those eyes? What is that if not steely determination? I think you'll agree that we're in for quite a show! The rules are simple. Go through the door and take the elevator down to where the mile begins. Activate the beacon at the base of the tower you see in the distance. Once you've done so, return here alive and your run will be complete. Go now, runner, and see if you can survive the mile! Fame and fortune await in the Red Mile. If you
Well, this should be fun. It has been some time since I have visited the Red Mile. Little has changed, it seems. The spoils of victory. Hopefully they amount to something. proceed to grab it.
Hope you're enjoying your visit.
Yeah.
May fortune smile on you
Better
today.
stop messing with my unit.
Congratulations, runner. You have succeeded where most have failed. In fact, you seem none the worse for wear.
Thanks to you, I'm barely able to...
Indeed you have, and in most impressive fashion. As promised, I'll set up your meeting with Marco. I'll dispatch a courier to let him know you're coming. Please take a moment to relax and enjoy our hospitality. I'll return shortly.
If you're hiring, I could really use the work.
Here's some
Oh well, can't blame me for trying.
time you get drunk. Try picking a fight with someone who isn't carrying a firearm. I can only hold my subordinates back for so long before they finally get tired of your BS.
Get the hell out of my face, you pretentious wanker. I'm already bored with this conversation.
It's a good thing you're so funny, Reese. It's the only thing keeping me from kicking your ass.
Spare me.
Unless you want to be on my bad side, you better back off.
I've seen you run. Not bad. You have a ways to go if you want to beat my record.
Well done.
I had a feeling about you.
Maybe May'll give you a chance. Listen, friend. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm trying to relax and you people won't give me a moment's peace. I tell you what. If you want a conversation with me, it'll cost you. Bring me a runner's rush from the bar, and then we can talk. Deal? Well, that's no way to treat a Red Mile superstar, though, is it? If you decide you want to have that talk after all, you know what to do.
Look at that. Brave
Still
or
got all your
stupid.
limbs.
But at least you survived.
May runs a tidy establishment. Let's keep it that way.
You made it.
You must be tougher than you look.
You're back. Are you okay? And here I was feeling like a nervous wreck the whole time. Guess I had nothing to worry about. Anyway, I'm relieved you made it through okay.
Why? Afraid you'd lose all that work you put into your smuggling investigation?
I wouldn't expect you to understand. All you see in people is what you can get from them. I'm glad, because that was an incredibly brave thing you did. And we need rangers with that kind of courage. Also, I owe you an apology. I was pretty awful to you at first. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that. Just got me at a bad time. Now let's move on. Once you're on your way, I'll return to the Rock and let the Marshal know what's going on. Come home safe, Deputy. That's an order.
You always were the soft one, little sister.
Oh, go to hell. Or at least make yourself useful and get us some drinks.
I considered placing a bet against you. Glad I didn't.
Time for me to keep my promise, runner? You can find Marco on Kodos aboard his ship. I'd advise you not to keep him waiting. He is not exactly patient. Then it's in all our interests that you make haste. Travel safely, runner. Should you ever crave the challenge of the mile again, it will be here, waiting for you.
Welcome.
How can I be of service, Captain?
Anyone who allows us just to walk into a space like this is very, very confident. Or, I suppose, very insecure.
The first. Don't mess around. Got my eyes on you.
Nice ship, huh?
You're lucky to get a meeting with Marco. music is gonna put me to sleep.
Better behave while you're in here. Beat the Red Mile, huh? Nice.
Yes, you need me? That is all? Very well.
Here to join the first? Best art company there is.
Are we impressed? Clearly that is the goal. I think... No, never mind. I am not impressed.
Ah, the dulcet tones of classical piano. It really puts the soul at ease. Whoever wrote this music was clearly influenced by the great French composers. Perhaps Debussy or Satie.
Welcome. May's message didn't exactly make it clear why you wanted to meet with me. If you're looking for work, my organization is always in need of pilots and security personnel, willing to take risks. Ah, I see. You did well to find me. I'm not an easy man to locate. Though I suppose we haven't exactly been keeping a low profile lately. Given the nature of the contract, a degree of exposure was always a risk, but a calculated one. To be honest, I think the Major is all but spoiling for a confrontation with the Rangers. Still, I confess, I'm a little disappointed that the Marshal sent a deputy instead of a full-fledged Ranger.
Tread carefully, Marco. You underestimate the deputy at your peril.
And who might you be?
Call me Andreja.
Welcome to my home, Andreja. If I may be so bold, You possess a certain mystique. It's a pleasure to have you here.
The feeling is not mutual, and I am not the one with whom you should be trying to curry favor, Marco.
Your deputy friend here could have a bright future, assuming we all keep our heads. I'm not sure you are grasping the situation here, Deputy. You are on my ship, outnumbered by my guards, who'll kill you without hesitation. I'm a businessman. If you expect me to cooperate, I'm going to want something in return. I won't tell you everything. I do still have some loyalty to my unit. However, I can point you in the right direction. In exchange, I want the Rangers to let me operate with a free hand. I can't do that. The losses I'd incur would be too great. How about I sweeten the deal? Accept my offer and I'll throw in a little something extra for you. Please, accept this modest donation to the Free Star Rangers, in gratitude for the good work that you do.
An agreeable transaction, and bloodshed is avoided.
It'd be a shame if an encrypted slate like this one somehow got into the wrong hands. Wouldn't it? Now, before you complain, remember that all I promised was to point you in the right direction. You're free to stay as long as you like. It's not often I get to entertain such a distinguished guest.
I would like a chance to talk to you, if you are able.
Feel free to tour the ship.
break it open. You have the time. I wish to speak to you. I have something I wanted to say. But I confess I am afraid of how you will react. You seem very sure of that. I am less so. I know that you said you prefer to be surrounded by others, unlike me. But Constellation means something to us both. And I must be honest about why. The little I have spoken of my history has been nothing but truth. I worked with smugglers. I have caused my share of pain and suffering. What I have left out, until now, is that all of that was done on behalf of House Va'ruun. My people. My family. I was born in the great city of Dazra, and raised with the teachings of Jinan Va'ruun. I underwent the rite of Krejar when I came of age. I am of the promised, those who know the truth of the Great Serpent and his inevitable return. Thank you. I doubt many would see it that way. There is a reason I am only just revealing this now. Several years ago, I intercepted requests from Constellation to access Va'ruun's space, speaking only of exploration. I was sent to infiltrate Constellation, posing as a former smuggler looking for a new purpose in life. I am pleased to have fulfilled that wish for you, I suppose. But certainly not everyone shares that view. Several weeks after I arrived, I attempted to access secure records within Constellation's archives. Vladimir and Sarah were waiting for me. I had no idea what to think. I was horrified. My failure would be reported to the High Council, and the penalty would be severe. You are now the third person within Constellation to know. You and I have spent so much time together. It has been increasingly difficult to keep this from you. And I am sorry for that. Telling you this violates so many of the orders I was given. But it was the right thing to do. I can feel that. You have no idea what a relief that is. Thank you for trusting me.
Again.
Hostile in area!
I'm hit!
These are such a gift. Though your enemies might disagree. Something worth our time in here, perhaps?
So, is this visit business, or are you here to sweep me off my feet?
Say the word, and we shall be on our way.
The universe is vast, but somehow you always find it.
All systems looking good, boss.
Good to see ya. Anything exciting happening?
Look at you, Freestar Ranger.
Beginning to wonder
Deputized
if
and
you
ready to
hibernate.
round up the bad guys.
Do you need something, Captain?
Captain, as charming as ever.
Miss me?
Need something?
Everything's 5 by 5, Captain.
Fine. Shouldn't I be? I just worried you are feeling a great deal of pressure, leading Constellation through something so unprecedented. Ha! Well, that certainly does.
Ready for action, Captain.
Perspective. Thank you, Andrasia. You've certainly given me a bit to think about. You've got something for me?
Glad you're here. Take care.
How may I serve you? Let me know if you want to talk some more.
Glad to be a part of the team.
Oh, hey, Captain. Kagite.
Hey, wanna chat?
Have a good one.
Back again, I see. What's up? For emergencies only.
Hey there. Every time you show up, things seem to get a little better. A little something to remember me by. You're welcome.
All is well, Captain, all things considered. Captain on deck.
Everything looks good at my station, Captain.
Hello, Captain.
Do you need something, Captain? Did you need something? Bye, Captain.
We have liftoff.
Engaging suspect.
We're locking into orbit
Enemy
now.
has lost their grav drive.
Enemies lost their shield system! Their engines are toast! Can we board now? Target's restored its shields.
Captain George. Greetings.
Ma'am, I'm just...
Hi. Goodbye, For now.
I'm not blaming you directly. Dr. Salvato, how long have you been here?
About a year now, Doctor.
And in that year, how many times have we had this conversation about late or missing shipments of supplies?
I believe this is the third time.
Yes, that sounds right. 3 times. I will be making it very clear to your superiors that lives are at stake, and the clinic requires reliable transport. If your company cannot meet our needs, someone else will.
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Hey, what can I do for you?
Thank you, Dr. Salvato. You may return to your duties. If people would stop poking their noses into every unexplored biome in the galaxy, perhaps we'd have a little less work to do. Welcome to the clinic. I'm Dr. Darvish, Chief of Medicine. Is there something I can do for you? Are you? Because I don't have any appointments scheduled. We have a particular focus on astrovirology here, so the patients we take on tend to have unusual cases that require long-term care, and sometimes require unorthodox or experimental treatments. We have an excellent track record that speaks for itself, but it doesn't leave room for much else. Whatever business you may be here for, I trust that you will conduct it quickly, and do so without interfering with my staff or our operations. Would you now? Well, I suppose we could always use additional research specimens. The more data we have about what's out there in the settled systems, the faster we can diagnose novel illnesses. In theory, at least. I suppose we could consider you an independent contractor of sorts. We've made progress with alien biosuppressants, helping to prevent secondary infections when treating patients, but we could stand to learn more. If you could collect some additional samples, we'd be grateful. Take care.
I hate this delivery run. Can't ever get
Anything
here
I can help you
enough.
with? Looks to me like you're already in pretty good shape.
What is it? It is hardly a present if you're asking for it, but fine. Here. All right then.
Thanks for delivering critical supplies would be nice to hear once in a while.
It's encouraging to know that every case we cure here likely means dozens or hundreds more can be saved in the future.
If you need a doctor, someone will be with you. Eventually.
Fighting alongside you is no goal.
FC security, stand down! This is crazy!
FC security! Stay with me!
Not exactly a hotbed of criminal activity here, is it? Well, that suits me fine. Yeah? Got some trouble? Oh, now hold on a minute. You're the new deputy, ain't you? Yeah, the marshal's been sending out reports, keeping us all in the loop in your investigation. A little condescending, don't you think? Well, I guess I can understand if you're eager to find your target. Ben Armistead, pleased to meet you. Well, I guess that's the long and short of it. You're the newest member of the Rangers, and I'm the oldest. So, is one of them first mercenaries here at the clinic? Well, every ranger knows it's important to trust your instincts. No better place in the settled systems to get medical treatment. You can bet it beats anything them UC piglets got. Ironic, given they're the ones who built it. I know just the man who can help you. Right this way, Deputy. Just between you and me, I ain't entirely sure why someone felt the need to station a ranger out here. I'm not much more than a glorified bodyguard for Dr. Darvish. She's the one in charge around here. And she's also on the Council of Governors. Most of the staff don't seem fond of the idea of me being here. And I ain't fond of them right back. Bunch of stuffy eggheads, if you ask me. Except Ari, that is. He's about the only one I can have a conversation with. Hey there, Ari. Working hard or hardly working?
Hey, Chief. A little more the former than the latter. What brings you by?
Well, the deputy here could use some help. Came looking for someone who might be a patient.
I'll see what I can do.
Well, I'll leave you in Mr. Miller's capable hands. You need anything else, I'll be in my office.
I'll try to help you, but our computer systems have been having some issues.
Back in the secure wing. I think one of us should ask.
I'll take your word for it. So who's the suspect you're after?
You can't blame me for wondering. I know you've got to be wondering too.
Dr. Darvish has...
Former soldier, huh?
And you know she doesn't like
They
us
say war
talking
changes
about
people forever.
Besides,
Makes me sad, the thought of soldiers who come home and don't fit in anymore.
So then you probably...
The name's not ringing any bells, but maybe we can approach this another way. Do you know what was wrong with her? That should help narrow things down. I can access the patient records from my terminal, assuming the database cooperates. Come on.
A couple of years on duty here, and anyone would be qualified to run any other hospital in the settled systems.
Okay, give me just a minute here. Maya Cruz. Come on, Maya. I need you to be in here. Okay, finally, here we go. Oh, no matches found for a Maya Cruz. If Maya's here, then she's got to be using an alias. Which actually makes a lot of sense if she's a wanted woman. Yeah, let me think for a second. All right, hang on. I know that we do have a few female patients staying with us. There's Candace, what's her last name? Doolin, Candace Doolin. And then there's the Nakamori woman, I think her name's Jane. I don't recall offhand what they're here for, but it's a start. You're welcome to use the Ranger Station terminal. I'll enable admin access for you.
If you're thinking about going into medicine, just...
Perhaps we should consider not staying long. Or breathing deeply.
It feels like
Really
I've
hope
been
someone
waiting
comes to take
forever.
a look at me soon.
I don't mean to be rude, but unless this is a medical emergency, please get someone else to help you. Yes, what do you want? Is that so? Well, I'm afraid you're going to be disappointed. Nobody's allowed in without my permission. And I'm not going to give that without a very good reason. Who exactly are you? I don't care who you are. And I certainly don't care for your attitude. The rules are the rules, no exceptions.
Flexibility clearly is not one of his virtues.
I see. Well, that does change the calculus somewhat. I suppose I can make an exception, since it's Free Star Ranger business. This will get you in. Conduct your investigation quickly and without disruption. I do hope you won't make me regret this.
Yes? Is that it then? I have never required treatment here, and I hope that I never do.
Thanks for delivering critical supplies.
Maybe I should have just gone to Aquila City.
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple lands.
Heard your ship, Doc. If you are who I think you are, then you're here to bring me in. I had to warn you. I've had more than enough time to prepare for this. So either you leave now, or I'll be burying what's left of you.
These crystals must be valuable to have warranted such an elaborate mining operation.
spending time in a geode in space was not on my to-do list today, but it is very impressive.
Well, what are you waiting for? Finish it. You might not think so now, but it's likely to end up that way. How about I make this real simple for us both? I've got maybe a few weeks to live, and I ain't spending them behind bars. You want to put an end to me here and now? Then fine. Get it over with. Life's kicked me around enough as it is. But if you want to let me die on my own terms, then leave me in peace. Well, how about a test? Rangers are known to be handy with a gun. But here's a problem you'll have to solve with your brain instead. I've encrypted this slate. If you can crack it, you'll learn something useful. Now get out of here, and leave me in peace.
Sit down.
Take a seat. While you've been in the field, we've had more reports about farmers being threatened and attacked. Unfortunately, some didn't survive. It's worse. It's tragic. How's your investigation proceeding? That's assuming he finds something useful. Otherwise, you'll be no better off than when you started.
How can you be so critical when you have done nothing to help?
This is Freestar Ranger business. I'll thank you to stay out of it.
Let's move on. I asked the other Rangers to share their opinions of you, and there are some things I want to go over. We'll start with Ranger Callow in Hopetown. She was grateful for your timely arrival, and impressed you had the guts to take on those pirates. Nia says you came on pretty strong with Ron Hope. Tried to lay down the law with him. Guess I didn't get the point across when I said go easy. If it's any consolation, I feel the same.
Let's continue. We got a detailed report from Ranger Price about your recent visit to Neon. He said you met an informant who asked for your help, but you talked him out of it. Use you? The way I hear it, he was fearing for his life and looking for help. You don't get to ignore your duty when it's inconvenient. Well, you're gonna be disappointed. You made that decision on your own, and you're not owed anything. Still, you helped that young man out, and we appreciate it.
You got results, and that's what matters most. Price was impressed by that. Said you really took the initiative.
Ranger McMillan praised what she called your uncommon bravery and dedication. She said you took on the Red Mile so you could get a meeting with Marco Graziani. Sounds like you're starting to understand what it means to be a Freestar Ranger.
So what happened with Marco? I doubt he gave you that slate out of the kindness of his heart. I'll take your word for it. But that also means it's your responsibility to make sure he keeps his nose clean. What about Maya Cruz? Her loyalty to Hull and the 1st Cavalry was stronger than most. I guess I'd want the same thing if I were in her place.
Excuse me, Marshal?
Not now, Alex. We're in a meeting here.
I know, but this is important. I've done it. I've cracked the encryption on the slates. Now, I don't know exactly where the First are headquartered, but there are references to a place called the Factory.
The Factory? That was our nickname for the main facility where the mechs were manufactured.
Under the terms of the peace treaty, they shut all the mech factories down right after the war.
But they didn't destroy them. At least not all of them. The facility was on Arcturus 2. It could be a dead end, but if it's not, then you'd better be ready for a fight. Good hunting.
Be careful, Deputy.
I will not aid you in this. die today. Where did they go? Find them!
You're dead! You hear me?
I'm a man of action. I've got no use for lies. So when I tell you that you're being manipulated, you know I'm telling the truth. You think the Council of Governors really cares about anything but themselves? They're greedy and corrupt. You're a tool in the hands of the unworthy, just like I once was. I was loyal. I followed orders, and I led good men and women to their deaths. I'll carry the stain of that dishonor to my grave.
Winner takes all is the phrase, is it not?
Bring it on!
1st Cavalry was the greatest fighting force the Freestar Collective has ever seen. At the Battle of Nira, the 1st Cavalry was destroyed. Why? Because the generals got scared and asked for a truce. I've got no sympathy for cowards, or for the people who put them in power. I've also got no sympathy for those who do their bidding. And this means you.
No idea who you're messing with.
Let's go!
For the glory of the First!
Let's go! Taking on the First is a death sentence! You've got no...
You come here seeking justice? Well, what about justice for my soldiers? Minutes away, minutes from winning the battle and the war, when the ceasefire order came down. Now there's a debt of honor, and the people who betrayed us, the people of the Free Star Collective, are going to pay.
You can't hope to win.
Bring it!
We're the best there is!
Win, so they fled.
I can't believe it. You just took on some of the best mercenaries in the Freestar Collective and cut right through them. If we'd have had more like you in the war, we could have planted our flag in New Atlantis. You fought because you had to, and you fought well. Don't apologize for that. More importantly, you survived. Most soldiers don't. I know, because I'm the one who led them to their death. You don't know what it's like to look around and see the faces of warriors who trusted you to lead them as they die screaming. I watched brave men and women torn limb from limb by monsters. I saw mech pilots cooked alive in their cockpits as their machines burned. Those deaths didn't have to be meaningless, but spineless leaders gave up on us, even when victory was within our grasp. You really want to know? Because you might not like the answer. Last chance, Deputy. You can walk away right now and remain blissfully ignorant, thinking you fight for a noble cause. But if you still want the truth, I'll shatter that illusion for you right now. We'll see about that. Not long after I started the First, I was contacted by a man who said he represented someone wealthy and influential. I refused to work for a shadow client, so he agreed to set up a meeting. Imagine my surprise when Ron Hope showed up. He offered me a lucrative contract to take possession of certain farms throughout Freestar space. The credits were good. But yeah, getting some payback was the real reward. You think I've lost? Is that it? I haven't lost. You go find Ron Hope and tell him what I've told you. Then you can deal out whatever justice you see fit. You do your job, and I get one last piece of vengeance against the Council. I'm gonna make this easy for you, Deputy. I'm gonna die the way I lived. Weapon in hand, no compromise, no fear. But first, here, take this. Use it to cut out the weakness rotting at the heart of the Freestar Collective. When the next war comes, and it will come, the Collective needs to be strong. Now my unit's waiting for me, and I'm gonna report for duty one last time. Goodbye, Deputy.
Well, well, if it isn't my favorite captain. Just a little treat for you.
Miss me?
Oh, you like surprises, right? Here's a good one.
Captain? All patched up. You're tougher than you look.
Aye, Captain. Good to see you.
All systems looking good, boss.
Here to check in? Or did you forget how to stay healthy again?
Well, well, if it isn't my favorite captain.